Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where and when you're listening to this. This is Coffee with Kevin. Coffee, this is my coffee. Oh, it fades out, doesn't it? Oh, you can probably tell that I'm not really in this office. I'm going to explain it a little bit more. You can see me a little bit. Hey, this is Coffee with Kevin. Um, I hope you have a nice hot cup of coffee, hot cup of tea, or whatever it is you're drinking, whether it's water or juice or whatever, to you. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Yes. Good morning. I'm Kevin of the Coffee with Kevin. Kevin Martin. I am a hypnotherapist, a mindset coach, and author of my latest book, Living Your Dream Life Simply by Changing Your Perceptions. The second edition just got released last month. You can find that on Amazon. I am here today. It's been 5.5 years. 5.5 years of Coffee with Kevin every single week. And here we are again. It's July 8th of 2025. 2025. Incredible. Just phenomenally incredible. And here we are. This year is moving by so fast. So fast. It was 4th of July weekend this weekend. I hope you had a good time and kept safe. There's, 4th of July always brings about some mishaps. People playing with fireworks down here in Florida. Fireworks are illegal, and just about every shopping parking lot, every supermarket parking lot at least, and then a lot other places too, have these gigantic tents for fireworks. So fireworks is sold everywhere. And come July 4th, down here where I'm living, it was pouring rain, bit of electrical storms and everything. It wasn't a really good night, but I was driving on the highway during this torrential rain, and I looked from one side to the other, and I'm seeing fireworks being launched off all over the place. They weren't from the cities; they were from individuals. Nice fireworks, though. And it's funny, the rain didn't keep people from doing what they wanted to do. These obstacles. Matter of fact, they probably maybe had more because it's safer launching them in the rain. You're not going to have hot ashes coming down and landing on somebody's house and being a danger, or landing in dry uh, dry shrub or whatever. So it was a lot safer doing this in rain, and people still got out there and did their thing. Sometimes we have obstacles in our way, and we, instead of saying, okay, what can I do? How can I take this challenge? How can I take this challenge and do something with it? Instead of that, we use the excuse, oh, it's raining out. I'm going to have to wait. I'll wait till tomorrow night. By the way, Saturday night, more rain. My city that I live in must have, they must have known. They must have had a fortune teller or something. So they had their fireworks the weekend before, and it was a perfect night. We had a little bit of sprinkles uh, in the evening around the time of the fireworks, but it was nothing that actually you get wet or anything with. And the fireworks were great. So my city, my town, Newport Richey, they were wise, but I'm sure that they would have had their fireworks and on 4th of July, had it not been for someone saying let's do it the weekend before, and they probably would have had it like a lot of other cities tried to have it. And people bring in their own tents and stuff to watch the fireworks. Mm. Today, today we are talking about letting go. It's not a weakness; it's a strength. And letting go, you know, when I first looked at this, the first thing that came to mind, and this is a lot of work I do, is in forgiveness. And I teach people that it's about letting go. It's not. It doesn't have to be about actually thinking of that person and forgiving them or going to them in person and saying, I forgive you. It's not about that. It's about you being able to let go, because forgiveness is all about you. And that's where I went with the subject, but it's so much more. Letting go is a powerful way to do things. And very often we hold on. We hold on to things, and we hold on to things maybe because we're holding on to anger because we think it's right, and it feels good when we're angry about something, and we can push our excuses about what's happened to us to somewhere else or someone else, and we just hold on to that, or we hold on to the things from our past. And sometimes we hold on to grief because we don't want to let it go, because we think we're letting go of our memories, and we're not. So holding on comes in a lot of different ways, and we got some wonderful quotes today. But before we get into those quotes, I'm going to go back to it's July 8th. It's July 8th. It's Toby Keith's birthday. Toby Keith, God rest his soul, he passed away last year, but he was born in 1961 on this day. Angelica Houston, if you're a fan of, she's an actress, an older actress, so it was earlier movies and shows that she was in. So yeah, and most notably, in 1947, on this day, a something was seen plummeting to the earth and crashing in just outside of Roswell, New Mexico. Or is it Arizona? I can't remember. I've not been there. I've not been there. And so, of course, this was the supposed alien spaceship. And that brought light to Area 51, where supposedly they had captured the all the materials from the spaceship, including aliens, supposedly. So yeah, that was on this day. On this day, this happened. On this day, I believe it was 1680. They actually found and reversed a decree about Joan of Arc. Here we are. It was missing. UFOs kept on swinging through my head, so I had to get that Joan of Arc. The unfortunate thing, this is 25 years after they executed her. So, but a court had found, yes, she is innocent of what we charged her with. Unfortunately, a little too late. Oh my goodness. So it's quite the day. Lots of things happened on this day in history. And let's talk about what we're talking about letting go. The first quote we have is easy. It's, you can only lose what you cling to. See, we're afraid of losing something when we're holding on. We're losing something we think is good to hold on to. But if we don't cling to it, if we don't say we're going to hold on, we're really not losing it. We're just letting go. Too many of us want to hold on, want to cling. Some of us think holding on makes us strong, but sometimes it is letting go that makes us strong. Sometimes it's just simply letting go, and it's not easy. That's why it's a strong person that can let go, especially let go of things that really, really bother them or really are close to them. It takes strength for that. It doesn't take strength to hold on. It's easy to hold on. It's what our brain, what our mind tells us we need to do, what our emotional mind tells us. Sometimes we need to let go. And the next thing is letting go of certainty. Certainty is something we all hold on to, and some of us more than others. The opposite isn't uncertainty, It's openness, it's curiosity, and a willingness to embrace paradox. Here we go. We're gonna let this go. Paradox is that thing that says, okay, something should be this way, but it's somehow the other way. Certainty is something we hold on to, and it feels good. It's comfortable, isn't it? Things that we've been living with, or things that we've been doing all our lives. It's pretty certain. We know how it works. We know how it works. So we're afraid of something that's uncertain, but it's not really. The opposites of certainty is not uncertainty. You don't have to say, okay, I'm okay with whatever happens. It's just being open and being curious. And that will allow you to move towards what you see as uncertainty. And I've said this before, and I say this all the time to my students and my clients. Growing is a part of being able to embrace uncertainty, doing something different, doing something you haven't done before, or being in a situation that you haven't been before. We're all afraid of that. We're all afraid of that. But that's growth when we allow ourselves to do that. That's growth when we're open to do that, when we're curious to do that. Okay. In the process of letting go, you will lose many things from the past, but you will find yourself. I love this from Deepak, because we're holding on to things from the past, aren't we? We're holding on to the way it used to be, the way you used to feel, the way you used to act, the way you used to be, or the way others in your life, in your past, used to be, or different emotions that you used to have. We hold on to them. But in the process of letting go, we find ourselves. That's growth. That's that growth I was telling you about. I love this. This is so deep. This is so deep. We got a couple people commenting in here. I got a good morning from my honey, Brenda. And I got a good morning from Larry, Larry, it's been a while, man. We have to get an update. We have to talk. I have to wait until 2032, until my birthday falls on a Tuesday, so that I can be mentioned as being born on this day. Yes, indeed. Maybe I'll start going to who's been born on the week, and we can do that. It's a moment of celebration. I love you, Larry. That is hilarious. Thank you very much. Anyone else there want to comment? Anyone got a birthday today? You want to comment? That's just so awesome. Okay, where were we? The process of letting go. And lastly, sometimes the hardest part isn't letting go, but rather learning to start over. In every instance, when we let go of something major in our life, we're kind of starting over anyway. We're kind of starting over anyway. And you know what? It's so healthy to let go. And the hardest part, again, is not letting go, rather learning to start over. Actually, I don't even think that's the hardest part, because when we do let go, without even knowing, we are starting over. It's automatic for us. But it's nice to be aware of that. It's nice to keep your awareness of, first of all, what you need to let go. And second of all, of the fact that you're starting over. So, something I started doing recently, well, actually, I've been doing this for many, many years, is in some imagery, I'll have people put what they need to get rid of, what they need to let go of, in a basket that's a big hot air balloon basket. They fill it up, and then they untie the ropes and just let it go. But recently I realized that it sounds easy in the visualization. Maybe it is easy, but maybe it's not that easy. And I think what's really going on is something a little different. So if you've got something you want to let go of right now, you can follow me through. I'll walk you through this really simple imagery. Take a deep breath to slow your body right down. Nice, slow, deep breath. That's right. Allow your eyes to shut and imagine that you've got this hot air balloon wanting to take off, but the cart, the basket underneath it, is being held down by one tight rope. Okay. Take whatever it is you want to let go of, whatever it is that you've been holding on to, and put it in the basket. Just think of it. It's going to be in some form, some shape, whatever it is, or maybe just the words. Put it in the basket. Now I want you to go hold on to that rope. Kick the bottom of the rope of the tie that goes to the ground. Kick it out so you're holding onto the rope, and nothing else is holding it. This is you holding on to whatever it is. It's you holding on to whatever it is that you've been holding on to all this time. And if you feel yourself holding on really tight, because you have been holding on really tight, and it's time to let go, and picture yourself just either very lightly and slowly letting go, or just letting go altogether, and see that basket going up, up, up. See that hot air balloon going up higher and higher and going further and further. And as it goes higher and further, it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller until it's just a dot in the sky, and then it's no longer, you can't see it. Congratulations. You've let go of something. Now, maybe just in this short 30-second or 40-second imagery, that wouldn't happen, but I wanted you to get the imagery. And maybe if you were doing this along with me, you realize that you didn't want to let go. You realize that means that you were really allowing your inner self to be present, because that's why you haven't let it go, because something internal is holding on to it. And if you couldn't easily let it go, that's time for you to look inside and say, okay, why? Remember, letting go is a strength. And it's sometimes a practice too. All right. This has been Coffee with Kevin. I know we got a little serious there at the end, but I wanted you to get the imagery, because that's us holding on to, no, I don't want to let go. That's us. That's what we do. So think about what you've been holding on to, and think about letting it go. Please comment and share if you like this. And give me a like, a thumbs up, or whatever it is that you want to do. I'd appreciate it. I'm Kevin Martin. I'm a hypnotherapist. I'm an author. I'm a trainer. I have online training. If you're interested in any of this, put a comment in there and I will connect back with you. Or you can go to my site, www.POSEEffects, POS for positive, effects.com. Take care. All right. Brenda, you were doing it, and awesome. Thank you for the feedback. Struggled to let go with internal conversation. She did let go. Awesome. Great to know. Till next week on the 15th. Take care.